guys, so we're gonna do some makeup together. I'm showing y'all some of the new products that I have recently got, and then I'm also gonna do like kind of an updated review of some of the Dollar Tree products that I've been using. I did a full face of Dollar Tree makeup, and some of those products are still in my makeup routine, so I just figured I would show you guys. There's like a hair stuck on my face. What is going on? It's in these eye patches. These eye patches are actually from the Dollar Tree also. They're so pretty. Same with this little headband. I did my nails again. I did these last night. These are also from my favorite place, the Dollar Tree. I had some really pretty blue ones on. I only had those on for about 2 days and they popped right off. But it is my fault because I didn't buy 2 packs because I couldn't find 2 packs. And honestly, they didn't really fit my nails that well. But these look pretty good. I mean, you can kind of tell that they're press-ons, but I don't really, it don't bother me that much. But I have a pink Red Bull. This is the flavor Wild Berries. Y'all, this is so good. Justice is so sweet because he literally, anytime he goes to the gas station, he gets me a Red Bull. He brings me a Red Bull back. He's the sweetest brother ever. But cheers. So good. So my makeup bag looks insane. Let me just show y'all. It's like, y'all, that's a problem. I need to clean it out. I just recently cleaned it out, but it's back to being messy. I may just need to downsize. I really don't know, but we're just gonna go ahead and get on into this makeup. I gotta take those little baby hairs back. My hair's in a bun. It's also a mess. I have a little bit of redness, a little bit of red spots, but that's okay. We'll try to cover that up. First, I'm going to start with this gel primer. This is a glow up primer from Be Pure. This is a dupe for the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, I've really been liking this so far. I also prepped my skin before this with some of the Snow Mushroom toner from the Dollar Tree. I've been using that stuff. I'm about out of it, so I'm gonna have to restock on that. But we're gonna go ahead and take these little eye patches off. They feel so good. They're so cooling, and they definitely hydrate my under eyes. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, let's just get on in with this and let's use some of this primer. It definitely has like a really strong watermelon smell, which it smells good, but I'm not the biggest fan of scented things on my face, but it feels so good. And this is supposed to be a gripping primer. A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't like them, but I personally really enjoy a gripping primer. I gotta hide that baby hair. I just feel like it makes my makeup last. And I've used so many different makeup products that like I kind of know what I do like and what I don't like. Yo, I look like I don't have any hair. What is going on here? Okay, I'm gonna let this dry down for just a second. And I'm gonna be trying my new foundation with y'all that I just got from Walmart. I've used it a couple times, and so far I do have to say I really like this also. This is the True Match by L'Oreal. I got it in shade N3 because I've been using some self-tanner lately, so I needed it to match my body. I do self-tan my face also, but it comes off extremely fast, especially with how much like I wash my face and stuff. So just color matching, I guess. But this is the product, and I've also been applying it with a brush. I normally use a beauty blender, but Mama got me this makeup brush. It's the Studio Selection Total Face Brush. We got this at the Dollar General on clearance, and I've been loving it for blending out my foundation. So let's just go ahead and do this. So I do about 2 pumps. I love how it just comes right out, and like it really doesn't leave a mess. This is a more watery consistency, I would have to say. It is pretty watery, but I think it looks really beautiful on the skin. So we're just going to take this brush and I'm going to blend it into my skin. And look at that, y'all. Covers up so much redness. Which I wouldn't say is full coverage. I feel like it's like medium coverage because you can still kind of see like a little bit of my redness up here, but for the most part, like a little comparison that my foundation's gonna drip, like I feel like it just like blurs the skin. So I'm really enjoying this foundation as well, which I'm glad because I was scared to try a new one. I should have spot concealed a little bit before. Like, look at that. Like, that just, you can still see it, obviously, but it just covered up so much of the redness. So if you're in the market for a new foundation, looking for a new foundation, it's affordable. I think it was $10 to $13. I'm not sure which one, but I feel like that's pretty good for a pretty good foundation. We're gonna put that on there. I like to rub the rest off on my brush. Oh, got it in my eye. Then I'm gonna blend down my neck. Okay, that's what the foundation is looking like. I try to avoid my under eyes a little bit just so whenever I put concealer on, it's not as cakey. I do have some left over, so I think I'm just gonna go in one more time and just like build it up. Okay, so that is the foundation, and honestly, I really love it. Let me look in this mirror, make sure I have everything blended. Yes, I feel like it just looks so nice and like flawless on the skin. Okay, I have a mirror down here. My under eyes look crazy, but we're gonna fix that in just a moment. Never forget, I almost forgot, blend your foundation right here unless you want to have like a weird little patch right there. Okay, next up I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. So I've really been liking this LA Colors Duo bronzer. So this is the cream, this is the powder. I've been liking to use this cream right here. I had to delete some apps because they're out of storage, so hopefully my phone doesn't shut off. But I'm just gonna take this brush and I just like to dab it in there, and then I take it right here and I tap, which you can see that right there. I feel like it's the perfect bronzer shade or contour shade, whichever one. I know those are two different things, but I just do this and I'm done with it. But I like to tap it in because I feel like if you swap it, it just kind of smudges it and you can pick up makeup from underneath, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna take a little bit more, tap it into my forehead. I do swap this up just to like blend it into my skin, into my hairline, I mean. And then we're gonna do one more and I do it down here. So this is half contoured. I feel like it just like, and then this is the side that's not contoured. So I do the same thing on the other side. So a tip that I learned quite some time ago is you kind of want to make like a 3 on each side of your face. So I like to start here and then I always connect it right there. And then I go up to the forehead. And then I take some and I put it down here. And I always try to make sure everything blends with my neck, because that's the last thing I want, to be one color up here and then my neck be a different color. That's kind of embarrassing. But blush, I've been between this one's from the Dollar Tree. It's the Raspberry Spice liquid blush, and then this Rare Beauty one. They're a little bit similar in like the tones are really deep tones, but this one's a little bit more vibrant. This one's a little bit more like toned down a little bit. It's kind of dark, but today I'm gonna go in with this one, the raspberry spice, and I like to take a small amount of this and just dab it at the very tip of my cheek, and I start really small. And I used to use a bigger brush, but I found that it kind of like dragged the product everywhere, so I've been using this small one just to blend it out. And you want to kind of keep it high above the bronzer or the contour. And don't worry if it gets under here, we're gonna conceal that later, but that's what it looks like. This blush is so beautiful, and it is so pigmented. It reminds me of the Rare Beauty one, and it also reminds me of the e.l.f. Like, look, a little baby dot. Watch. A little dot goes a long way. Look, it is so pretty. I really like this product. The other day I did my makeup and I was like, my makeup looks so good today. And everything that I had on was from the Dollar Tree minus my foundation. So like, I don't know. I've been incorporating a lot more of the Dollar Tree products into my makeup routine just because I've been trying to like test things out, see how they wear, see how they last and stuff. So I've really been enjoying certain products, and honestly, most of them are amazing. Most of them work just like my drugstore products or even like the higher quality products. So next I'm going to go in with concealer, which I'm going to touch all this up in just a minute. Let me look in my mirror and make sure everything's blended. I'm going to take, let's see, what brush should I use? Where did that brush go? Oh, it's right here. Blend that a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna take some concealer. I'm using this e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. I used to like this concealer, then I stopped using it because I hated it because I had really dry skin, and I still do, but I think I learned how to use the product without it like drying up on my skin, because really I didn't moisturize that much before I did my makeup, so that was a big reason why it cracked and looked bad. Where did that pimple go? Oh, it's right there. I don't think I'm gonna try to cover it. Mostly all the little red spots have been covered, but I'm gonna put those there, and I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute, let it dry down to get the most coverage, and then I'm gonna blend it in. It's been just a minute. I still use a beauty blender to blend the concealer. I'm not a big fan of using a brush. I don't know, I've tried. I try to like press it right underneath my eye and then drag it up to get the most coverage. I just forgot, I didn't contour my nose, but it's okay. I'll just pat it and then drag it up. And I'm gonna take some that's left over and just run it behind my eyelids, because I did my lashes and I don't want to get makeup in them, but that's what the concealer looks like. It is so pretty. Brightens the look back up. Now I'm going to set my face, and then we're gonna do everything again, but with powder products. So I'm gonna set my face with this. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch, and I have my Dollar Tree powder puff. I'm gonna dab it in there, dab it on the back of my hand, and then set where I put the concealer. And look at the difference. I don't know if this really picks up. It just blurs everything under there. Like, let's do this eye. it just blurred it. I like to do a little bit down here. And then a little bit on my forehead because it's oily. All right, so that was the set. Now we're gonna do some powder products. So I'm gonna go back in with that bronzer that I used a minute ago, and I'm gonna use this bottom shade, and I'm gonna take this same brush that I used before. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Just to retouch. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna do some more blush. I'm gonna use this LA Colors blush. Almost used these for years, and I finally just got one, and I've had this in my makeup bag for a while, and I use it every now and then, but I really like to use it paired with that blush, that liquid blush. I think they match pretty well, and it looks really pretty. And you go over with powder after you do your cream just to lock it in, to make sure that it lasts and to make sure it shows up. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna do just a little bit more on this side. Okay. Now I'm gonna do some highlighter. I have this LA Colors highlighter palette, cream, and then the powder. I'm just gonna use the powder. Can you see? It's hard to see if y'all can see it or not. I like to go under here and in between here. Okay, now that all that's done, I'm gonna brush my eyebrows out. I don't think I want to fill them in today. I need to go get them done. Okay. That's my eyebrows. Now we're gonna set our face. I'm gonna use the La Mercerie Hydro Glow Dewy Finish. I've been using this ever since my last setting spray ran out, and I really like it. Let that dry. And I'm gonna go do my lips really fast. I use the same products. I'm gonna use the I think it's L'Oreal. Yeah, the L'Oreal lip liner in medium Worth It, and then the lipstick in Worth It. I'm just gonna top it with a random gloss, and then we'll be right back. So, did my lips. This is how everything turned out in the end. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. But I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. Never forget that Jesus loves you, and I love you. Mwah.